I'm Theron Sowers. I'm a senior geology major at California State University Sacramento. So what got me interested in geoscience was a book. It was all about how rocks are the storytellers of the earth. And there's nothing I love more than storytelling. I was hooked. I changed my major to geology the next day. For my senior thesis, basically I'm collecting a bunch of water samples and then analyzing them to figure out how much heavy oxygen versus light oxygen they have. And this should tell us something about how tall the Sierra Nevada mountain range was in the past, because we can apply this data to some models that will give us elevations based on isotope values. Most of high school was just trying to survive for me. I grew up in a really small town where it wasn't okay to be gay or a minority or anything that was different. So I hid a lot of who I was through high school. I found a lot of support and refuge in the foreign language department. Really, in order to be able to do anything like sports or extracurriculars, I had to pay for it myself. My family had different plans for me, and so I was pushed into marriage at 18 and divorced by 21 after I moved out of my small town. And struggled for a little while after the divorce, got back on my feet, and started taking classes at a community college. The community college was rough because it was just me and my wife, and there weren't other geologists. But then as soon as I transferred to the 4-year, it really turned around everything. My entire path has changed direction since I've been there. I think one of the most useful skills for geology and really science in general is being able to think outside of the box and also integrate a lot of different knowledge. You'll look at something through the lens of tectonics or through the lens of geochemistry, and that may not tell the entire story. So it's really important to be creative enough to think about the different lenses you can be looking at different problems with. I think the biggest advice I have for people just starting college is to make sure you take advantage of all of the kind of outside extracurricular activities that you're interested in, and take classes that aren't just required, but that interest you, especially because that's how you're going to figure out what you're passionate about. Next step for me is probably a PhD. And after that, I'd love to teach at an undergraduate university and kind of help the next generation of geologists through, especially because I think I can relate to people in ways that a lot of instructors can't. Scientists aren't all geniuses. And I think that's a really important thing to take away. You know, it's not about feeling like the smartest person in the room. It's about being creative and being curious enough to ask questions and try to answer them.